What's up, Peak Timers? Today we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels A case. I get all of my cases from Granite Toys. If you want to get your own Hot Wheels case sent to you each time a new one comes out, check out granitetoys.com. Links in the description box below. The regular treasure hunt for this case is the Ford Performance Supervan 4, and the super treasure hunt for this case is the 87 Audi Quattro. Hopefully we find one of these in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. And we'll start right off the top right here. We'll grab our first three cars out, and our first one is the 2021 Ford Bronco, followed by the McLaren F1, my favorite car of all time, in a nice new red recolor. Actually, this one might be the 2024. Yeah, if I look at it, it's a 2024 carryover. So we did see this one in the previous case, the Q case from last year. Then we have the 90 Acura NSX in white. And then we'll grab from the top right here, we've got the Retroactive right there, followed by the Batman and Robin Batmobile. And then check it out, we've got the regular for the case for as far as the Super Treasure Hunt goes. So this is the main line of the Super Treasure Hunt. We can see that one, the 87 Audi Quattro. It's a nice color of the regular. I like the white wheels on this one too. So we could still get a Super Treasure Hunt in the case, so stay tuned. We'll find out if we can get one here. We'll grab our next ones. We've got the Morgan Super 3, and this is a new for 2025 casting. There's our new for 2025 logoing right there. And there it is, the Morgan Super 3. It's got 3-wheel and tire combination on there. So a really neat new casting for 2025. Next, we've got the Trek Dwagon, and that's a new for 2024 casting. So there's the new for 2024 logo on there, and that's a carryover from the previous case. Then we've got the Draftinator right there. It looks like an X-Racers right there on that one. We'll put that aside, and we'll grab our next ones. Rally Special right there, followed by the 91 Mazda MX-5 Miata. And then we've got the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR Liberty Walk LBWK. And that's a nice color of that one. I like the wheel tire combination on that one as well. So that's a neat one to see. And then we've got High Roller 2 right there. That's a new for 2024 casting, so it came over from the previous case. We've got the 67 Lotus Type 49, followed by, it looks like, a new color variation of the Mazda AutoZam. It almost looks like a Target Red Edition car, but it is not, from the HW Dream Garage. And we can see that nice red with some stars and stripes on there as well. So interesting color variation of that. Then we'll grab the next ones. We've got the 87 Audi Quattro. That's the regular part of the case. Then we have the custom Cadillac Fleetwood right there. And is that? No, I guess that's not a new one for 2025, but that's been a while since I've seen that one in the Hot Wheels mainline lineup. Followed by the Super Twin Mill right there. That's a nice new one for 2025 as well. So that's a new casting. There we go, the Super Twin Mill. It's like a souped up twin mill. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. It's a new nice one right there. All right, let's see what else we have. We have Trek Dwagon again. We've got the Max Steel in a new colorway, and the 91 Mazda MX-5 Miata in the yellow. And what else do we have? Ooh, check it out. We've got the new color variation. Oh, I'm dropping cars here, of course, of the Tesla Model S Plaid. There's two of them side by side, and that's in the red color. We saw that one, that new casting last year, originally released in blue. Now we've got red, and I'm sure we're gonna see like the gray and the white, and what else are we missing?
Phil here from PeaktimeRacing. I'm trying to hit a huge milestone on YouTube, and I can only do it with your help. 1 million subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right now. Become part of the first 1 million. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Back to the video.
And we've got the Bugzilla next right there. Put that aside. And we've got the Max Steel, followed by the Dragtor. And we've got the Bumblebee right there. That's a carryover, obviously, from last year as well, but it's a cool looking colorway of that. And we've got another one of these Super Twin Mills, followed by Purple Passion. Beautiful, beautiful color on that. Look at that. Wow, that looks really nice. Really good metallic on that. Speed Dozer's our next one right there. We'll put those ones aside. And what else do we have here? We've got the Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe in the Gulf livery, followed by the Loopster, and then we've got the 1966 Triumph Tiger 100 right there. And then it looks like we have the treasure hunt for the case. Is this it? I believe that is the treasure hunt. There it is. Yeah, treasure hunt logo right there on the back end. First response of the Ford Performance Supervan 4. So we did get the regular treasure hunt of the case. Very nice to have that. Ooh, look at that nice Civic right there. I don't say that very often, but I like the color variation of the Civic. And we got the 90 Acura NSX as well. And next half of the case, take the packaging out. And we'll grab down here. We've got the Kowloon Hyper Van right there. That looks to be a new color variation. Pet Transport on there. Interesting. And we've got the Key Swap. What is this? This is a new for 2025 casting. Yes, this one is. I believe I remember seeing this one pictured somewhere else, but it is a new for 2025 casting, the Key Swap, or I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's an interesting looking casting. Yeah, not my favorite, but it's okay. Some people might like it. We've got the Nerve Hammer right there. New color variation of Nerve Hammer. I'll put that aside. And what else do we have up here? There's that Morgan Super 3 again, followed by the VW T3 Custom. That's a carryover from last case. And the 83 Silverado, that is also a carryover from last case, but a beautiful looking colorway of that. Really like that one. And we'll go right up here. We've got the Retroactive right there, followed by the 98 Subaru Impreza 22B STI version. I like that. It's like a matte white colorway of that, followed by the Kick Kart and an all white with white wheels. That's cool. And even the green interior on there. It's an interesting color version of that one. We'll go up top right here. We've got the 96 Porsche Carrera. Then we got the 87 Audi Quattro. Again, that's our third one from the case. We haven't found the Supra yet. There's still a chance we can get the Supra of it, though. You never know. We've got the Dodge Van in here as well. HW Racing variation. And what else do we have up top? We've got the Alpha Pursuit, followed by that Key Swap again. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And we've got the Custom 53 Chevy right there. That's a nice new color variation of that one. And ooh, check this out. Check this out. Got some nice cars here. We've got the Nissan Skyline GTR BNR 32 new color variation of that one, followed by the Tesla Cybertruck, which is a carryover from the previous case, but I am happy to have another one. Very, very cool. And then we got the Monster High Galmobile. Looks like a new color variation of that one. And what else do we have down here? We've got a Batman and Robin Batmobile, followed by the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR Liberty Walk. And then the 96 Porsche Carrera, again in that nice like 90s livery on there. I mean, it is part of the HW 90s, so can only imagine that's a perfect 90s one. Reminds me of the Saved by the Bell TV show, the starting of it, where they have all those colors like moving around. Looks exactly like that. So perfectly from the 90s. All right, what else do we have here? Alfa Romeo GTV6 3.0, followed by another McLaren F1. And then we've got the 67 Chevy C10. Some nice ones there. Next, we've got another one of those Alphas, another Dodge Van, and another one of those Subaru Impreza 22B STI versions. Very, very cool. What else do we have down here? We've got, come on, here we go. VW T3 Custom, really cool casting, new for 2024, but a very, very nice one indeed. Bumblebee again, followed by the Bogzilla, new colorway of that. And we're getting down to the bottom here. We got the small block right there. That looks to be a new color variation of that one, followed by the Shelby Daytona Coupe and the Bugatti Bolide. That is a carryover from the previous case, but absolutely love that Bugatti Bolide. Put that aside. We've got 3 cars left on the bottom. What are our last 3? Oh, they don't want to get out of here. There we go. Get out of here. All right, we've got High Roller 2, followed by the Diora 3 and the 1966 Triumph Tiger 100, which looks to be a little bit of an error on here. Check it out. The car, or the bike, I should say, is definitely off the card, probably. It's kind of like mixed off. I don't know if we can hit it back. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we hit it back. So would you call it an error? I don't know. maybe not. It's an air that we fixed. We fixed the air. That's the first time I think I've ever done that. And here is our 87 Audi Quattro, the regular to what would be the Super Treasure Hunt for the case, but I do have the Super Treasure Hunt for the case right here in a loose variation. You can see the colors a little bit darker. Got those nice white wheels on there as well. We got the TH logo just right there on the side with the Audi logo right below it. Real Rider slicks on it, which is really nice. Obviously the Real Rider tires on there, and there's that nice Spectra Flame paint job all around. Great detail on the front end. It says Quattro on the front license plate. Just an all around nice start to the 2024 Super Treasure Hunt. Let me know in the comment section down below which is your favorite car from this case. Today we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels B case. The regular treasure hunt for this case is the Fished and Chipped, and the Super Treasure Hunt for this case is the Hero Hata Merc. Hopefully we find one of these in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. And we'll start it right up top right here. Grab our first three cars. And first one we have is the 90 Honda Civic EF in that nice blue with white wheels, followed by the Mazda REPU pickup truck. It's an interesting colorway to it, and it's got some crazy graphics, so like a wave on the side of it. So that's kind of cool. We got the Nissan Skyline GTR BNR32, a nice new recolor of that one. Beautiful, like metallic on there too. And up top right here, we've got the standard kart from Super Mario. That's a really cool card and casting to see, but it's just another one of these. I feel like we've gotten the same exact car. There must be something different about it compared to the previous one. Even to me, the wheels look kind of the same. I can't remember exactly, but it's another one. Still kind of cool. I like Mario, so why not? Cadillac Fleetwood right there. We saw that one in the previous case. And we got the 80 El Camino right there. That's a nice new color variation. I actually really like the graphics and stuff on the side of that one. Looks really good. And up top right here, Purple Passion. Beautiful looking car with the beautiful looking color on that. Max Steel with the flames on the side, followed by the X34 Land Speeder. And that one is, that's like a Star Wars car? Yeah, it is Star Wars car right there. So we've seen this one previously. This is obviously just a new color of it. We'll put that aside. And we've got the Super Twin Mill right there. That is a new for 2025 casting. We did see in the A case. Fished and Chipped right there. Is that the treasure hunt for the case? It is. There we go. We got the treasure hunt for the case. Very clearly you can see the treasure hunt logo right there on the side. So really cool that we get the treasure hunt for this case. Very nice. So hopefully we find the Super. The next one is the Tesla Model S Plaid in the new red recolor. We saw that one in the A case. And we'll take the next one right here. Fiat 500e. And wow, does that not look like a Super Treasure Hunt? Even though it's not, it's just a regular. That's a regular recolor, but very nice for a recolor on that one. That one's kind of surprising. I like that. Very cool. And we got the 55 Chevy, and then followed by the 1988 Jeep Wagoneer right there. And what else do we have? We've got the Max Steel again, followed by a recolor of the 94 Audi Avant RS2, and then another one of those Tesla Model S Plaids in the red color. And next we've got 2020 Ram Rebel with the Rescue logoing all on the side of that one, followed by another Super Twin Mill. And ooh, check it out. It's a recolor of the Lamborghini Huracan Storado right there, this time in white with some nice color and black on the bottom right there. Very cool looking. I didn't really like this casting when it first came out, but I'm actually starting to like it more. I feel like mine had an air on it, so it didn't look as clean, but they're making them look pretty good. And I think this is a gloss white on this. Yeah, it is gloss. So I'm looking forward to opening that one. We'll do that in a future video. Next, we do have another custom Cadillac Fleetwood, followed by a recolor of the 2022 Ford Maverick Custom with the big Ford logoing on the side of it. And then we got the Mazda AutoZam in that new color. We saw that one in the previous case as well. Batman and Robin Batmobile, followed by the 87 Audi Quattro, which is the main line to what would be a Super Treasure Hunt from the previous case. And then we have a Purple Passion. And we've got the Proton Saga in a white recolor. There you go for all the Proton Saga fans. There's that white. We got even the Saga written on the side. We got the 2021 Ford Bronco, followed by a small block taxi colored variation. And what else do we have? Subaru BRZ right there. That's a new nice colorway of that. I like the white 10 spokes on there. Followed by the Twin Mill Gen E recolor and a Draftinator with the X-Racers. And we've got Morgan Super 3. We saw that one in the A case. That's that new three-wheeler casting, new for 2025. Followed by the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR LBWK Liberty Walk. And a Kowloon Hypervan with the Pet Transport on the side of it. All right, next half of the case, we'll take that cardboard out. We'll go grab down here and see what we got. We've got the, what is this? The Vanster, and that's not a new one. No, we've seen this one before. It's part of the Art Car series. Look at all the graphics and stuff on the side. But new for 2025, it is the Mustang GTD. Very, very cool. Been looking forward to getting my hands on this casting. Cannot wait to open this one up. Check out that big wing on the back, the nice gold chrome wheels on there. Almost looks kind of Zamac-ish, but it is more of like a metallic silver paint job, as you can see shining in the lights right there. Beautiful looking, nice new for 2025 casting. That's going to be one of the top ones for 2025, I think. I'm just calling it right now. We'll have to see. Depends what else comes out for 2025. Next, we've got Nerve Hammer right there. And we'll go up to the top again, and we'll see what else we got. Oh, I'm dropping cars. Those will have to stay. 1990 Civic right there. There's another one. We started with that, and then we got another 87 Audi Quattro and the Bogzilla. And some of the cars that I dropped right here is the Monster High Galmobile, followed by the Alpha Pursuit. So a couple of new color variations of those ones. And then we have the, oh, this is a nice new for 2025 casting as well. This is the Hot Wheels Legends Tour winner right there. And this one is the Mazda MX-5 Miata. That's actually really cool looking. I like that one. Very nice. Look at, I like that. Kind of that reminds me of the Koenigsegg Absolute, that like kind of shark fin wing on the back. So that's pretty neat. That's going to be a cool one to open up. We will do that in a future video, but that's a nice new for 2025 one. And we've got another small block, and we've got the 1966 Buick Riviera, and that's a new for 2025 casting as well. Check it out. There we go. Lots of nice new for 2025 cars in this case, followed by the Diora 3. Looks like a new recolor of that one, but very cool. I like that. All right. What else do we have? There's another one of those Mazda MX-5 Miatas. And then we got another new for 2025 casting, the Holler Back. And it looks to be some sort of fantasy tow truck with the number 63 on the side and some sort of crazy guy. And there it is from the back. So it is definitely a new fantasy tow truck. Pretty neat. And then we got the 67 Chevy C10 pickup truck. I love the color of that. And what else do we have down here? We've got the Batman and Robin Batmobile, followed by another one of those Liberty Walk Skyline 2000 GTRs, and a recolor of the Crescendo. And if you guys remember Crescendo from my previous old racing videos, the Crescendo is a very fast car down the Hot Wheels track. So maybe we'll have to test the new one here and see how fast it is. Next, we've got another one of those Nissan Skyline BNR 32s, followed by the Kowloon Hypervan, and another one of those Monster High Galmobiles. And what else do we have? We've got Alpha Pursuit and the 2021 Ford Bronco, followed by the custom 653 Chevy, not 63, right there. Very nice with the different graphics and stuff on the side of it. All right, getting down here, let's see what else we have. We have the Donut Drifter. It looks to be a new color variation of that one right there, followed by the Morgan Super 3 and the Key Swap right there. And those are two new for 2025 castings, but ones that we did see in the previous case as well. And we've got The regular Hero Hato Merc. I almost was super excited there. I thought this might have been the Super Treasure Hunt, but it looks to be just the mainline variation of the Super Treasure Hunt of the Hero Hato Mercs. The mainline still looks really good, though. I do have a loose Super Treasure Hunt. We'll compare it in a bit. We've got next the Nerve Hammer and the Batman and Robin Batmobile. And we've got another one of these 67 Chevy C10s, another hauler back, new for 2024. Also, new for 2025. Both of these ones new for 2025, that Buick Riviera as well. And our last 3 cars from the case, we've got another Mustang GTD, love it, love it. And a new color variation of the DMC DeLorean and the Kick Cart. And here again is the Hero Hato Merc. This is the main line to what would be the Super Treasure Hunt. And right here is our Super Treasure Hunt variation. So you can see that nice color difference. Let's have a closer look at the Super Treasure Hunt right here. You can see on the rear the TH logo for it. It's definitely a nice, more metallic Spectra Flame paint job on there, a little bit darker as well. TH logo on that side with the white, and I love the wheels on this. Just really, really cool, like mirrored chrome wheels. We've got the white base on there with the treaded real riders. Today we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels C case. The regular treasure hunt for this case is Mailed It, and the super treasure hunt for this case is High Roller 2. Hopefully we find one of these in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. Right now you can get this, or even this for free if you use my link down below and sign up for Whatnot. Whatnot's a great platform to buy and sell Hot Wheels, as well as a bunch of other items. It's where I buy most of my Hot Wheels, and it's also the platform that I've switched to sell Hot Wheels. I absolutely love doing auctions and selling Hot Wheels. I've got 5 scheduled auctions upcoming, so go check out my link down below, bookmark my upcoming auctions, and use that credit, that $15, to get anything for free. It doesn't have to be from me, can be from anyone on the platform. It's an excellent way to get yourself started and check out Whatnot. And we'll start right at the top right here. Grab our first 3 cars. We've got the Subaru BRZ right there in a nice color and a nice white wheel livery on there. Donut Drifter, followed by the Humvee in a nice new color variation of that one. And then up at the top, we've got the Mercedes-Benz 500E, and that's in a nice new dark green color, very metallic on there as well, very nice. Twin Mill Gen E, followed by the Aerodynamic, very nice. All right. Next, we've got Hero Hato Merc, and that's the main line to what would be a super treasure hunt from the previous case. Then we've got the Cupra E-Racer, and that is a new for 2025 casting. Check that one out. Very nice. All right, Cupra E-Racer. I don't know if that's a licensed car or not. I don't remember if a Cupra is a real car. Could be. Looks like it might be. We've got the Mazda REPU pickup with the crazy wave graphics on the side of it. And up top, we've got the 1970 Camaro RS, and that's a cool looking bronzy gold metallic color with the black graphic on the side. And then we've got the Proton Saga in a white color right there with the Saga written on the side. HW50 concept, and that's a 2018 release casting. We haven't seen it for a while. We finally got a recolor of that one. And we'll go on. We've got the Proton Saga again, followed by the 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel. And then we've got the X34 Land Speeder from the Star Wars series. There we go. And we'll grab our next one. We've got 2022 Ford Maverick in a nice new recolor. That is crazy bright right there. Followed by the Street Shrieker right there. Look at the paint on that one. Kind of looks like a snake. That is really cool. That just shows the new technology that Hot Wheels is bringing to the lineup and the crazy paint jobs that they can do. We would have never seen something like that, like even 10 years ago. Just really, really cool looking. And then we've got the Lamborghini Huracan Storado right there. Beautiful, nice new recolor. That's a new for 2024 casting we saw last year, but a nice first recolor of that. And then we've got The 1988 Jeep Wagoneer with the graphics on the side with the Hot Wheels logo, the number 88 on there, followed by the Punk Rod, and then we've got the 94 Audi Avant RS2. What else do we have in here? 55 Chevy right there, followed by the DMC DeLorean, and then the Fiat 500e, which is one of my favorite recolors of this casting. I know it's not everyone's favorite casting, but that color and those wheels, it just looks really cool. So I really do like that one. All right, what else do we have down here? We've got, ooh, check it out. It's the Porsche 911 GT3. That is a recolor of a casting that came out a few years ago, and it's been a while since we had a color variation of that. That is super cool, and that black recolor with the gold on the bottom right there. We've got Gotta Go right there. That's just a funny casting, so it's nice to see it back in the lineup. And then another one of those Huracan Storados. And what else do we have? We've got the High Roller, the first High Roller, not High Roller 2, just the original High Roller, followed by Crescendo. And then we've got, check it out, the Oracle Red Bull Racing Formula One car. That's a new for 2025 casting. Very cool. Even look at on the card right there. It's got Oracle Red Bull, but there is the car itself. And I'm so happy to see Formula One in the Hot Wheels lineup for mainlines, for premiums, RLCs. We're going to see lots of Formula One stuff, and hopefully Formula One Ferraris, now that Hot Wheels and Ferrari are partnered back up. So maybe we'll see some F1 Ferraris in the future. Probably will. Next, we've got the Mazda REPU pickup, followed by the 1980 El Camino, and the Street Wiener in a new color with the Spicy Dog written on the side of it. That's a cool recolor for that one. And we've got down here 55 Chevy. That's just a really cool color of it. I like all the graphics and stuff on the side of it too. We got the 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. That's a nice recolor of that one. We've seen that one previously. And then we've got the El Viento in a new colorway. And what else? At the next half of our case, we'll pull out the cardboard middle, throw that to the side somehow. There we go. And up top, ooh, Maserati Chamel right there. That is a new for 2025 casting. There we go. I'll show you the full card right there so you can see. But that is a neat looking one for 2025. It's an interesting car. I don't know if we ever got this one in North America originally, but pretty cool looking. I like it. All right, so we got the High Roller 2, and that is not the supercharged runs. That is just the mainline variation of what would be a supercharged runs. We'll see. We might still be able to get the super in the case. If not, well, that's no good. But hopefully we get the super. All right, we got the Donut Drifters, our next one. And what else do we have up top right here? We've got another one of the 80 El Caminos, followed by the Hirohata Merc, the mainline to what would be a super from the previous case. And then we got the Vanster from the HW Art Car series with all different types of graphics on the side. And up top right here, there's that Ford Mustang GTD we did see in the previous case, but it is a nice new for 2025 casting, followed by the Holler Back, also new for 2025, and the Batman Arkham Asylum Knights. I pronounced that horribly wrong. You guys are going to roast me in the comments, but there you go. All right, what else do we have up top? We've got Buick Riviera, that is a new for 2025 casting. I believe we saw that one in the previous case as well. DMC DeLorean, nice new colorway of that. Look at the pink windows on there. Wow, that is totally retro vibes for that one. Definitely like an 80s vibe, but it's from the Art Car series. Then we got the Cupra E-Racer, new for 2025 casting. And what else do we have up top? Supercharged right there. There we go. So that's a nice funny car right there. It's got the moon eyes on it. It's got the Hot Wheels Racing. It's got Momo. This is just full of sponsorships on that Supercharged. We got the standard cart from Super Mario. There we go. HW Screen Time Mario Kart's standard cart. And we've got another one, the Subaru BRZs. We'll put those aside. I see another one of those Mario Kart standard carts right there, followed by the Twin Mill Gen E and the 1988 Jeep Wagoneer. And we'll go down to the next. Punk Rod, followed by the Aerodynamic, and the 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel with the Rescue on the side of it. And what else do we have? Ooh, check it out. Jaguar MK1 Recolor. That one's a new for 2024 casting, and now getting recolored for 2025. 69 Corvette Racer, followed by the Crescendo again. There we go. And what else do we have? Mazda MX-5 Miata, that's the Legends Tour winner car, new for 2025 casting. And then we've got the Roger Dodger, followed by another Roger Dodger. So 2 Roger Dodgers, there you go. How many times can I say Roger Dodger in one video? Buick Riviera 1966, new for 2025 casting. Saw in the previous case of Fiat 500e, and one of my favorite castings. I love this one. It's the 1970 Dodge Power Wagon. That is a nice new recolor of that one. Looking really, really good. And getting down to our last rows here, we've got this Street Shrieker, another one of those, another of the Maserati Chamels, and another Batmobile, which I will not say the name this time. And our last 3 cars from the case, we have Ford Mustang GTD, followed by the 94 Audi Avant RS2 and the Vanster Art Car. And here again, we have the High Roller 2. This is the main line for the case of High Roller 2. And we have the Super Treasure Hunt. So you can see how they're kind of like a flipped design. Obviously, we got the premium wheel tire combination on the Super Treasure Hunt, but it's kind of a cool casting. I really like that flipped colorway. Even the R, you can see on the top how it's flipped, but pretty nice. Let's have a closer look at the Super right here. You can see the nice premium wheel tire combination right there, the different ones on the front and rear. We look at the top with the R, and on the back, we've got the TH for the Super Treasure Hunt logo. And then there it is from that side right there. And on the bottom, it is a black base on this one with the slicked reel riders for this Super Treasure Hunt. Not a bad one for the case. Today, we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels D case. The regular Treasure Hunt for this case is the pedal driver, and the Super Treasure Hunt for this case is the 1975 Datsun Sunny Truck B120. Hopefully we find one of those in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. And we'll start right up at the top right here for our first 3 cars. And we have the Mid-Mill right there, then followed by El Viento. And we have the Kit car right here. And this is the one with the flames on there, which was actually seen in an episode at one point a long time ago. So interesting that they've got the flames on there as well, but very, very nice. And we'll put that one aside and we'll see what 3 cars we have up next here. We've got the 2020 Mustang Shelby GT500. Really liking the colorway on that one, looking really nice. Another Kit, K-I-T-T, and the Street Wiener right there in a new color variation. And next we've got the Dune It Up right there in white, followed by the Pedal Driver, and I believe that is the Treasure Hunt for the case. And yep, I'm looking right behind the card. You can see it just right behind there. That is the Treasure Hunt for the case, and it should have a Treasure Hunt logo somewhere around it. I don't see it anywhere. I'm sure it's hidden somewhere there, and I just don't see it. If you guys see it, let me know in the comment section down below. Is it down below right there? Maybe it is, but this is definitely the Treasure Hunt for the case. So cool that we got the Treasure Hunt. We'll put that aside. Then we've got the Formula One car, the Oracle Red Bull Racing right there. Very, very cool car. And we've got the 2025 on there. I believe it's for all the new models will have that. So that is a new model for 2025. And we'll go up top right here. We've got the Gotta Go, followed by the Porsche 904 Carrera GTS, and the High Roller right there. Very nice. And then next we have the Dodge Power Wagon in a nice new color variation. That one's looking really good. This is actually one of my favorite castings that Hot Wheels has done. Just a really, really cool looking truck. I love all the different color variations they've had of it, but that's a nice one. Then we've got the new for 2025 Gordon Murray Automotive T33. That is a new for 2025 casting, new for this case as well. And we saw the T50S last year, and now we've got the T33. So cool looking car, very, very nice. Toyota GR86 Cup car in a nice new livery, some new graphics and all that. That was a new for 2024 car we saw last year. And then next we have the Corvette Racer, followed by Dune It Up again. And then we've got the 71 Lamborghini Miura SV. Nice color variation of that one right there from the 70s versus the 90s series. So obviously we'll see a 90s Lamborghini at some point. And what else do we have? We've got the Cadillac GTP Hypercar right there. Very nice in the new yellow color. Love yellow, you guys know it's my favorite color. Street Shrieker right there. And that is a nice, that's a new for 2025 casting. It's from the previous case though, but still nice to see nonetheless. And then we've got the Porsche 904 Carrera GTS. And we'll put that aside. Another new for 2025 model, one that I've been waiting to get my hands on, really like Teslas. You guys know that. This is the Tesla Cyber Quad, and it's definitely not 1 in 64 scale because it's definitely a lot bigger and it's more on the lines of all the other cars. If it was a 1 in 64 scale, it'd be super tiny, but still very cool nonetheless. So nice new for 2025 casting. And then we've got a Mazda 2015 MX-5 Miata right there, new color variation of that one. And then we have the Later Crater right there. There is the Later Crater in a new color variation. We'll put that aside. And then we've got, ooh, nice, 1970 Chevy Camaro RS. That's a cool color variation of that. Kind of a light gold on that, followed by the stock car, which is kind of like the X-Ray Racers, so it is part of the X-Ray series. That's a nice one. And then we got the 70 Plymouth Superbird. I love the Superbird casting. It's one that we've gotten many different color variations of, and I'm not complaining. This is a nice Art Cars variation of that one with the big wang on the back. Love to see that. Very cool car in real life. Cool to see in a casting on Hot Wheels. And next up, we've got the Heiko Type D, and I believe that's a new for 2025 casting as well. There's the logo for it, and it looks like it's some sort of HWJ Imports car. Heiko Type D. So I'm assuming that this is a fantasy casting, but possibly not. I really don't know anything about it whatsoever. So if you guys know, you can comment down below, let me know. But yeah, not bad. Looks kind of cool. Looks kind of like a 80s Japanese car of some sort. Almost looks like a Toyota Celica, like a late 80s Toyota Celica. Followed by the Cruise Bruiser. And then next we have the HW50 Concept. That was a new casting for 2018. We haven't seen it for a while, actually, for a few years. And now we've got it in a new color variation with some sort of monster guy on the back. Rod Squad casting, so it's in that like matte finish. Kind of cool. I kind of like this casting when it came out. It's kind of interesting. Next we have Batman Forever. Sorry, not Batman Forever. The Batman Arkham Knight Asylum Batmobile. I probably pronounced that all wrong. Cool color though. It's like a metallic green color. That's an interesting color variation of it. Followed by the Mercedes-Benz 500e in black. Did we not get this in black before? I feel like we had this in black like a few years ago. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it was in premium that we saw this one in black. But looks really good though. I like it. I dig it. Humvee is our next one right there. Nice Humvee with the Bilstein shocks on the back of it. And then we've got down below right here, the 78 Chevy Chevette, and that is in the NHRA livery right there for drag racing, followed by another Street Wiener, and we've got the Aerodynamic. That's not a new casting, but I can't remember seeing this one before. Maybe I have. Yeah, now that I see it in full, it's just a new color variation of that one. We'll put those aside, and we'll go to the second half of the case right here. We'll take off that paper, chuck it to the side. We'll pull our case up a little bit right here, and let's go ahead and grab right from the top again and see what we have right here. We've got the 98 F-150 SVT Lightning right there with some sort of interesting livery on the side. Is this some sort of like fish restaurant? I have no idea what that is, but that's kind of weird. All right, followed by another Heiko Type D, and then another 70 Dodge Power Wagon. We'll put those ones aside, and we'll go up top right here. We've got the Roger Dodger in white, with some interesting wheel choice for that. They look like modern wheels on the old Roger Dodger, followed by Gotta Go, classic casting, and another Roger Dodger right there. And we'll go right here. We've got another Cadillac Project GTP hypercar in that yellow, followed by the 74 Brazilian Dodge Charger. What is that all about? That is not a new casting. Casting is old, but it's, I don't remember what this logo is right here. If you guys know, let me know. But that is weird. Okay, Women's Day. So I guess it's International Women's Day. It must be, that's what it is. But we'll go on to Cruise Bruiser right there. And then we'll go up top right here. We've got the Gordon Murray T33S, followed by the Maserati Chamel. Maserati Chamel, that is a new for 2025 casting. It wasn't a previous case though, I believe, but that is very, very weird looking of a car. The old Maseratis, just kind of interesting, different. Another one of the Batmobiles. And what else do we have right here? We've got the Aerodynamic right there, another one of those. We've got the Jaguar MK1, that's a recolor. We saw that casting last year new. And we've got an Ain't Fair in the HWR cars. That's actually a really good color variation for that. Ain't Fair. It looked all graffitied up like a bus that was graffitied. So that's kind of cool that they did that. And what else do we have? We've got Punk Rod in a new color variation, followed by the Corvette Racer, the 69 Corvette Racer. And we've got another one, the HW50 Concepts. All right. And we've got the Silverado EV-RST, that is a new color variation. That I believe that was a new casting. Was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year as well that we saw that one. That's a new color variation, followed by the Chevy Blazer 4x4. That's really cool. That looks all jacked up and stuff. That's really neat. And then we've got the Toyota GR86 right there. Nice livery on that one. And we've got Monte Racer, followed by the Supercharged, and followed by the Humvee right there. All right. And we've got another 71 Mura SV, followed by the Cupra E-Racer, and then that's followed by the 2020 Shelby Mustang GT500, and that's, I don't even know what you call that. Would you call that a burnt orange color? I think you would call it a burnt orange color. It's an interesting colorway. And down below, oh, check it out. Check it out. A super treasure hunt. We've got the super treasure hunt for the case. All right. Absolutely love it. I actually already have one of these loose. Nice to have one carded, but we got the 75 Datsun Sunny Truck B120 Super Treasure Hunt. And this one you can see very, very clearly on the back right there. There's the TH logo for Super Treasure Hunt. I mean, you can just tell just by looking at the wheels of this. So definitely cool that we got the Super for the case. I'll show you the car close up in a second. Then we got another one of the Batmobiles and another Mercedes right there. And then we've got another Tesla Cyber Quad for the case, followed by the 25 Ram 1500 in a nice black with some colored striping on the side, followed by the High Roller 2. That's the main line to what would be a super treasure hunt from the previous case. I'll put that one aside. In our last three cars, we have the Maserati, how do you even pronounce that? Chamel. Then we got the 70 Chevy Camaro RS, followed by the, oh, check it out, 75 Datsun Sunny Truck. So we got the regular and the super in the case. And I think this is an international case. So it's not very often we see both of them for the international case, but we're going to put this case aside and I'm going to grab the super treasure hunt I have somewhere on my wall. There it is. Right here. And so there it is, carded for the super treasure hunt, and there's the main line, and then there we have one that is opened up so you guys can see. So that is the loose variation of the super treasure hunt from this case that we got. So now we've got a loose one and a carded one. So very, very cool that we got that. Today we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels E-Case. The regular treasure hunt for this case is Rig Storm, and the super treasure hunt for this case is the Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition. Hopefully we find one of these in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. And we'll start right up at the top right here, grab our first 3 cars, and ooh, wow, look at that. 91 GMC Cyclone in a new colorway. That is super cool looking. Wow, totally like retro vibes with that one. I like the color of it. We got the Cadillac Project GTB Hypercar, followed by the Mazda AutoZam, and that's like a new military color for it. That's pretty neat looking. And what else do we have up top right here? Ooh, check it out. It's a new F1 car, the Williams Racing right there. That is super cool. Lots of different F1 cars coming for 2025, as well as ones in like the RLC line and all that, but super cool that we got a new one of those. Can't wait to open that one up. Then we have the TV series Batmobile, and looks like a new colorway of that one, followed by the 2023 Ram 1500. And then we've got the Gordon Murray Automotive T33 supercar right there, followed by the Chevy Super Volt new colorway. That is ugly, in my opinion. I do not like the color of that. We've got Drift Ender right here, and that looks to be a new for 2025 car right there. Let's have a closer look at that. Some sort of like drift like delivery truck of some sort. I don't know. It's got like turbos on the top. Oh, it's police, so it's a police paddy wagon type of thing right here. It's kind of interesting, kind of cool, kind of different. And we've got the Heiko Type D right there, followed by the Long Block new colorway, and then the 76 Chevy Chevette NHRA edition right there. That's a neat looking one. And we've got Flippin' Fast right there. Looks to be, I think that's a carryover color from the previous case. Then we've got the 75 Datsun Sunny B120 and the Slide Burn right there. Slide Burn, is that a new one as well? That is a new one for 2025 right there. Slide Burn, interesting one. We'll put that aside. And the next 3 cars, we've got the Ford Escort, looks to be a new color variation of that one. The Mid Mill right there. That's kind of weird and different. I can't remember when we must have seen this one before. It's not a new for 2025 car. Mid Mill, I don't remember that one, but nonetheless, a later Crater. It's the one after that one, new color of that. And then we've got Dune It Up. That is a new white color of that one, followed by the 74 Dodge Charger, Brazilian Dodge Charger, and then the Skull Shaker right there. All right. And ooh, check it out. 99 Ford SVT Lightning, and that's a nice new black colorway. The Porsche 904 Carrera GTS, followed by the Silverado EV RST. And next we've got the Kit, K-I-T-T. That is a colorway that was seen in one of the episodes a long time ago. 2015 Mazda MX-5 Miata, and the Chevy Blazer 4x4 right there. And then we've got Ain't Fair. There we go, Ain't Fair, nice one. Toyota GR86 Cup Car. I like the orange on that. That looks super cool. And then we've got the RD06. That is kind of weird. Don't really like that one. We'll put that aside. And we've got Slide Kick right there. And this is the one that has that like little thing that comes out on the side of it. I mean, you can see it kind of in the picture right there. So that's kind of neat. And we've got the Stock Car, followed by Cruise Bruiser, and some new colorways of those ones. And then we've got the bottom 3 from the first half of our case right here. We've got the Sushi Tuner. Is that it? That must be a new color of that one. Yeah, it is a new color of the Sushi Tuner. 71 Lamborghini Miura SV, and the Roadster. And these new wheels, and every time I see these new wheels, I think it's a super treasure hunt because they're like super unique new wheels. We saw it on the Fiat from the previous case, but nonetheless, it's just normal wheels. They just look cool. They look like super treasure hunt wheels. But let's get to our next half of the case right here. I'll pull the box up a little bit so I can reach, and then we'll go down to, ooh, check it out. 70 Plymouth Superbird in a nice new yellow color. Art cars, that is really nice. There's the Project GTB Hypercar Cadillac and the Ain't Fair, another one of those. And we've got the Slide Burn right there, followed by the Stock Car and another one of the 76 Chevy Chevettes. We've got the Dune It Up, and then check out this 67 Mustang Coupe with the big Hot Wheels flaming logo on the side of it. That is really nice. I like that. We've got Max Steel right here. There we go. There's Max Steel. Looks like a new colorway of that. And what else do we have? Oh, there's the Tesla Cyber Quad. We saw it in the previous case, but we do have another one of those, followed by the 71 Mura SV, and then the Batmobile recolor as well. And we've got, ooh, check it out. A yellow Koenigsegg Jesko right here. Jesko. That is super nice. I like that. You guys know how much I like yellow. We're just seeing so many cool yellow recolors. Yellow with blacked out wheels. It's just such a good look on cars. And so we're seeing a lot of the Porsches and different cars coming out with that. But very cool colorway. I like that one. We've got another one of the Mid Mills right there, followed by the Chevy Blazer 4x4. And what else do we have? We've got the SVT Lightning again, another one of those. And then we've got a Range Rover Velar, and that is a new colorway. It's kind of like a metallic bronzish gold color with blacked out wheels. I really like this casting. I think it's a cool looking SUV. We got this one, it was years ago that this one came out in white, and then we had a black one, a couple other different special colors, but nonetheless, then we got another Cruise Bruiser right there. And what else do we have? Ooh, Tesla Model S Plaid now in white. So we originally had the blue, then we had a red, now we've got it in white. So they've come out with these ones pretty quick. This was a new casting last year. We're already on our third recolor of that one. And I'm sure we're going to be getting a gray. And what's the other color? Oh, I'm mistaken here. I can't remember. Red? No, red we're getting. I can't remember. There's another color that we'll get as well. We got the Porsche 904 Carrera GTS and another one of the 2023 Ram 1500s. And what else do we have? We've got the Toyota GR86 Cup Car. Love that color. We've got the Silverado EV RST. And ooh, check it out. New color of the 2018 Honda Civic Type R. You guys know I don't like Honda Civics, but you know, some of them, the recolors make them look pretty good. This is like, I mean, arguably one of the ugliest Honda Civics for as far as the rear, like the triple spoiler that they have. But I don't know about red. Red looks good in this. And the Honda, the R on the side. It's a nice looking one. Not too bad. Not too bad. No hate on that one at all. We've got the Long Block, another color variation of that one, followed by the Gordon Murray Automotive T33 and the 70 Plymouth Superbird. More of those ones. And getting down to the bottom here, we've got the Futurismo. That is not a new casting, but I can't remember this one at all. That color is really nice, though. Like a super metallic gray. Very cool. I'd like to see that colorway on something else. Power Rockets. New color of that one. There's another one of the kit right there. And we've got 70 Datsun Sunny B120. That's the regular to what would be the super from the previous case. 58 Chevy Impala, followed by the 2015 Mazda MX-5 Miata right there. And our last three cars of the case. Ooh, check it out. Nice recolor of that one, the 2021 Ford Bronco. That's looking cool with the graphics and all that. And we've got the super, non-super. No, this is the regular treasure hunt, which would be a super treasure hunt if we had the super from the case. And we have the 74 Brazilian Dodge Charger. But let's show you the super treasure hunt. And this is the super treasure hunt from the case, the Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition. You can see it's in this nice Spectra Flame, like gold, almost like a yellowish gold. And then these wheels that we have right here, which I absolutely love these wheels on here. And there's our front end. Not a lot of detail for the front headlights, but it's meant to be like a high-speed edition, so probably just for aerodynamics that they've done that. And you can see it's got the lickety split on the side. There's the TH for the Super Treasure Hunt. And on the bottom, you can see the base right there. It's just in a black, and they're treaded Real Riders on there. And then we'll grab our regular, so you can see the regular and the super. So the regular is more of a yellow, same type of graphics and stuff on there, and then the super is more of that's like gold, Spectra Flame gold. Today we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels FK. The regular treasure hunt for this case is the 1985 Honda City Turbo 2, and the super treasure hunt for this case is the 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Hopefully we find one of these in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. And we'll start right at the top right here and grab our first 3 cars out. First, we have the Ford Escort, followed by the Drift Ender, which is like a mill truck with like a turbocharger and stuff on it. And then we've got the 68 Dodge Dart in a new colorway variation of that one. And then we have up top right here the 58 Chevy Impala right there. That's a nice clean looking one. I like the pinstripes on there. It looks good. Then we have the Roger Dodger 2.0. It looks to be a new color variation of that. And then we have the Williams Racing, which is one of the new Formula One cars. We saw this one in our previous case, but I have to say I really like the color on this one. It's like a really cool matte finish paint job on there. Really cool. Love all the new F1 cars that are coming out. Then we have the long block right there, which is like basically a big piece of plastic, but it's supposed to be a big block of wood. It's an interesting color. TV series Batmobile, followed by the Flippin' Fast, which is basically a fidget spinner made into a Hot Wheels. And up top right here, we've got the Chevy Super Volt, and that is followed by the 71 Dodge Challenger. It's a really nice orange, the RT logo on the side, nice matte paint on the side for the striping, very cool. Then we have the 92 Ford Mustang, the Fox Body Mustang. That's a nice black one with the red pinstriping. I like the wheels, they suit that very nicely. Very cool looking car, I like that. And up top, ooh, check it out. Love the color of this one, the 91 GMC Cyclone. That's just such a cool looking color on there. And that's followed by the Salt Shaker. And I think that one we've seen before. That's not a new one, but that's an interesting one. Then we have the 67 Mustang Coupe with the Hot Wheels logo on the side of it. Looking good. All right. What else do we have up top right here? We've got the Custom 53 Cadillac right there. That one's like the Cadillac that's basically like a pickup truck, and it's got a little car in the back of it. It's an interesting casting. I do like it. And then we have the Mazda AutoZam, but interesting one. The Army Edition. We saw that one in our previous case. I like it. It's pretty good. And I missed this one. This one was the Alpha Pursuit, in the Hot Wheels logo with the Pursuit written on this side of it. Then we have another Alpha Pursuit right there. And we have the Tesla Model S Plaid in a new white colored variation. We had the blue, the red, now we have the white. And that's a nice one right there. Then we follow that up with the RD06 right there, which I'm not like a huge fan of that casting at all. Nope, not for me. But what else do we have right here? We've got the TV series Batmobile, another one of those ones. And then that's followed by the BMW 2002. That's a new color variation of that one. That's kind of interesting with the BMW striped colors on the side of it. And then we have a new for 2025 casting. It is the Optimus Prime right there. Check it out. Optimus Prime. There it is from the front end right there. And essentially it's a semi truck, and then it transforms, obviously from the Transformers movie. You can see that Transformers logo right there on the side, but pretty interesting looking of one. This one's been very popular. A lot of collectors trying to get their hands on this one, but yeah, I'm going to be opening it up in a future video. So you'll see this one open pretty soon. And what else do we have right here? We've got the Power Rocket right there. Like that. That's nice. And then the Koenigsegg Jesko in the new yellow color variation. Absolutely love yellow. Love the Jesko. Happy to see it in a new color variation. And then we have the Snoopy to follow that one up right there. There is Snoopy. And that's, I don't know, they release the Snoopy car like every couple months. There's like a new variation of the Snoopy. Maybe more than a couple months, maybe like every 6 months or so, but it's kind of cool. I do enjoy it. And what else do we have down here? We've got 2021 Ford Bronco in yellow. That's a nice color variation of that, followed by the Slide Kick, which has a little piece that slides out from the side of it, which is interesting. And then we have the 67 Chevy C10. It looks to be a new color variation of that one. There you go. Pretty neat. And what else do we have? The Skull Shaker right here. There's a new color of that, followed by the, what is this? Custom Kia EV6. Okay, I didn't even expect to see this one as a new casting, but it is a new for 2025 casting. Let's have a closer look at that one. Kia EV6 with the little, like, I guess you would say it's a Korean girl on the side because they're made in Korea and it's all customized out. Big, like, kind of lip spoiler on the back. The wheels, I think, suit it nicely. And there it is from the front end. It's definitely something different. I don't know if I like it or not. It's definitely kind of interesting, but yeah, there you go. We'll put that aside. We got the Max Steel next in a new color variation of that one. And we got 3 more for the bottom of the first half of our case. We've got a 2018 Honda Civic Type R in red with some graphics on the side of it, followed by the Sushi Tuner. And then we have the Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition. That's the main line to what would be the Super Treasure Hunt from the previous case. So we did see that one before. Let's go on to our second half of the case and see what else we have. We'll go up to the top right here. We'll grab our, come on. All right, they're getting stuck in there. These cars don't want to come out here. We'll grab 3. I can see another Optimus Prime. There we go. Okay, so we got another one of the Optimus Primes. We got the TV series Batmobile and the 67 Ford Mustang Coupe. And we'll put them on that side right there. And then we've got, what is this? The HW Formula Solar, followed by the Pixel Shaker and a new color variation. And then we have the Range Rover Velar. I really like the color on this one. And I actually really like this casting. It's kind of a cool car in real life. The detail on the front end of this is really nice. Like, look at how they did the grill and the tempo work of all that. That's really cool. So this casting's always been really cool. So I like it. What else do we have? Another Ford Escort. We saw that one at the start of this. And then we've got the Max Steel again, followed by the Treasure Hunt for the case. There it is. It is the 85 Honda City Turbo 2. And let's look for the Treasure Hunt logo. There it is, right there on the front hood. Right there, you can see it. Right beside the turbo. There's the little logo right there. But there's a nice close-up of that casting. Pretty neat. And then we look on the inside. And if we look underneath, there it is. You can see the Treasure Hunt logo right in there as well, just to confirm. So there it is, Honda City Turbo 2 Treasure Hunt. Hopefully we still get the Super in here. We've got the 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage. That's a new color variation. That's a really nice green on that one. That looks really good. And then we have the RD06. And we have our first recolor of the Morgan Super 3 right there. There it is. That is an odd recolor. We saw this one in our A case of this year, and now we've got our first recolor of it. Interesting. I don't know if I like that casting or not, though. Fix the box right here, and then we've got Diora 3, and that's a nice new color variation of that one, followed by, ooh, this is really cool, 75 Chevy Blazer Custom. So this is not a new for 2025 casting, but I haven't seen this casting for a long time. It's been a while, but check it out. Got the open top on there, and there it is from the front end. That is really cool. I like it. I very much like that. I cannot wait to open that one up. That's going to look really cool. A 75 Chevy Blazer Custom. Very cool. All right, we'll put that aside. And then we've got a Slide Burn. We saw that one in our previous case, but there it is. That's a new for 2025 casting as well. Another yellow Koenigsegg Jesko right there, followed by the, what is this one? Power Wheels Dune Racer. We saw this one a few years ago. Now we're getting some new recolors of it. And then we have another one of the 91 GMC Cyclones right there. That's just, oh man, the graphics, the wheels, the color looks really cool. I like that one. I'll put those aside. And what else do we have right here? We've got the Flippin' Fast, another one of those, followed by a recolor of the 94 Audi Avant RS2. That's a nice white color on that one. Let's have a look at that one from the front end right there. It's a really cool looking one. Nice clean look to it. Then we have the Futurismo. Very interesting colorway of that one in a nice gray. We saw that one previously as well in our previous case. Ooh, check this out. Monster Dairy Delivery. It's been a while since we've seen this one in the main lines. That is so cool. That's just it's just a neat casting. There it is. And then what is it written on the side of it? Something Dairy Delivery Company. Okay, I'll let you read that out. There you go. Then we know another one of the Honda Civics right there, the Type Rs, followed by, it looks like a recolor of the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR Liberty Walk, the tuned out variation of it right there. I'll let you see that full card for a minute there, and there you go. It's a nice color for that one. Wheels suit it nicely. Liberty Walk written on the back of it. Overall, pretty good. I like it. What is this? We've got the HotWheels. I don't know if I said that proper or not. I'm losing my speech right here, but there it is. That's a new for 2025 casting, and it is the HotWheels. Obviously being a fantasy car right there. And it's got that, we see this color often released on first fantasy cars. I think it was Mod Rod that came out with this color first as well. We've seen a couple other ones. It's kind of interesting. I like the color. Casting, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's mid. It's mid. All right, what else did we have down here? We've got the 2021 Ford Bronco right there. Another one of those, followed by the slide kick again. There we go. And we got the next ones. We got Rapid Pulse right there. Looks to be the new color of that, followed by the Power Rocket. And then another one of the custom EV6 Kias right there. There it is. And there it is again up close so you can see that one nicely. All right, getting to the bottom right here. There's another one of those BMW 2002s right there. Nice graphics on the side. The 58 Chevy Impala again. And then we have the Slide Burn again in that crazy pink color way right there. And we've got our bottom three cars. I do see a Jeep Gladiator. Is it a Super? I'm not going to look until we get a look at these first two right here. There's the Tesla Model S Plaid. Then we have the Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition. That's the regular to what would be the Super. And do we have a Super Treasure Hunt as our last car? No, looks to be just the regular variation of what would be the Super Treasure Hunt. But we'll move the box right here because I do have the Super Treasure Hunt already in hand. So we can do a little bit of a comparison. So there we have the Super Treasure Hunt right there. So you can see this one has the rubber tires on there. The nice kind of premium. It is actually very close to the regular. So if you're looking on the shelves, you might overlook the Super on this one. So be very careful. You can see the wheels on the regular one are a little bit brighter. They're darker on the Super Treasure Hunt, but color-wise and paint-wise, very similar cars. We'll put that one aside, and here, we'll put that down for a second, and you can see the paint job though is that it's like a dark gray, almost black Spectra Flame paint job right there.
Today we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels G case. The regular treasure hunt for this case is Birthday Burner, and the super treasure hunt for this case is the Porsche 911 Rally. Hopefully we find one of those in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. And we'll start right at the top right here. We'll grab our first cars down. First up, we've got the 67 Chevy C10, followed by the 67 Shelby GT500 in a nice new white color variation. Then we've got the Honda CBF 750 Cafe, and none of these are new for 2025 castings. They are just recolors, but that's okay. Let's grab our next ones here. Oh, we do. Looks like we have a recolor, our first recolor of this new for 2025 casting, the Mazda Miata MX-5 or MX-5 Miata. This is the Hot Wheels Legends Tour winning car, so pretty cool that we got our first recolor of that. It's really cool, like a lime green color for it. Then we have a Snoopy, followed by the Batmobile. We'll put that aside, and we'll grab up top right here. We've got the BMW 2002 right there. That's, I think that one we had in our previous case. Then we have the Jeep Gladiator, and the Jeep Gladiator is the regular to what would be a Super Treasure Hunt from the previous case, but nice that we got another one of those. And we have the Birthday Burner Treasure Hunt. Check that one out. So you can see the Treasure Hunt logo just right there on the back, and it says Big Birthday Burner on there. Really cool that we got the Treasure Hunt for this case. So that's really cool. Can't wait to open that one up. Next, we have the 94 Audi Avant RS2, followed by the Amaru GTC. And this is a new for 2025 casting. That's what it looks like. We'll look at it from the top right here. It looks like it's got some like weird wings or something on the top end. Some sort of aerodynamics. I'm assuming this is obviously a
Fantasy Casting. I've never heard of an Amaru GTC, but there we go. New for 2025 casting from this case. And then we also pulled out a 76 Chevy Blazer Custom, and that one we did see in a previous case. What else do we have? The DMC DeLorean. I love the color variation of that one. It's a really cool, like, tealish color with some nice, like, kind of got like the Miami retro vibes with the white wheels on there. That's really cool. We have the Nissan Skyline 2000 Liberty Walk Edition, and another new for 2025 casting, one that I've been really waiting for. You guys know I'm a big McLaren fan. It's the McLaren W1 right there, the new McLaren hypercar. Very cool. And you know what, guys? I think we're gonna do a race with this one down the Peak Time Racing track. We'll do a Hot Wheels Elimination Tournament, and the McLaren W1 will be the star car from that. So watch for that upcoming video, but very cool that we got the McLaren W1 new for 2025 casting. And next up, we've got the 69 Mercury Cyclone right there, followed by a recolor of the 83 Chevy Silverado. Wow, what a nice recolor that is. Love the like light blue with the white wall wheel tire combination, the white interior. These 83 Chevy Silverados are really getting popular in the Hot Wheels community. A lot of collectors really wanting those. Datsun 240Z is another one, kind of a similar color variation to that Silverado, but very cool. Next, we've got the Mine Cart. That looks to be a new color variation of that, followed by the Diora 3, and then the Alpha Pursuit right there. All right, and what else do we have? We've got the 92 Ford Mustang, Fox Body Mustang, followed by another Alpha Pursuit, and a small block recolor that is the Taxi variation of these small blocks. So that's kind of a cool recolor for that one. And what else do we have? Roger Dodger 2.0. That looks to be a new color variation of that one. Then we got the Buns of Steel. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen Buns of Steel. I really like the Buns of Steel. It's basically kind of like a McDonald's truck. It's like a burger with the fries sticking out. It's kind of interesting. The Monster High Ghoul-mobile or Gowl-mobile, I always pronounce it wrong. Whatever it is, we got a new, I don't know if that's a new color. I think we saw that one maybe in our previous case. We'll put that aside. We've got the Custom 53 Cadillac right there, followed by the Salt Shaker and the 71 Dodge Challenger. I love the orange on that Dodge Challenger. It looks really cool. And what else do we have? The Hato Roto, that is a new for 2025 casting, but we did see that one in a previous case. We got a recolor of the HW Ultimate T-Rex Transporter in a green recolor, and that's followed by the Ford Model A Custom 31. That is a new for 2025 casting as well. So first time we're seeing that one right there. So it kind of looks like a customized one. It's from the HW Dirt series, so it looks like it's got some like mudded out tires, or supposed to be mudded out tires, but kind of cool casting. Not too bad. We'll have to open that one up in a future video and see what it's all about. But until then, let's see what else we got right down here. The Quick Bite in a new color variation, the Fuego Fajitas right there, El Segundo right there. All right, awesome. 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage. That is a new color variation. I think we might have seen that one in a previous case, but new to this one as well. Pixel Shaker. Look at that orange on there with the flames. The Pixel Shaker. All right, second half of the case. Let's see what we have down here. We still got a chance for a super treasure hunt in this. We've got the 67 Shelby GT500, another one of those. We've got the Crate Racer right there. Check that one out. That is kind of interesting to see. Crate Racer. It's got, you can see how the engine in the back moves on that one. Another one of the 2020 Jeep Gladiators, just the mainline to what would be a super treasure hunt from the previous case, but nice casting. I like to see that. And what else do we have up top? We've got another one of the 92 Ford Mustang Fox Bodies, the 94 Audi Avant RS2 in white, and a Rapid Pulse EMT variation. And we've got another one of those Datsun 240Zs, followed by the Monster Dairy Delivery. This is a crazy looking casting. I like to see this one back in the Hot Wheels lineup. And then we have, ooh, wow, check that out. That is a beauty. Wow, okay, I didn't really expect to see this one in the case. It looks like is it an HKS sponsored Nissan Skyline GTR BCNR 33? I love the R33s. I know everyone loves the R34s, but R33s just look so cool. Love the white wheels on that one as well. That's going to be a cool one to open up, and I can see this one being a very popular one in the secondary market, so watch out for that. We've got the Bentley Continental GT3, nice new color variation of that. That looks cool. There's another one of those Amaru GTC, new for 2025 castings. So that's the second one for the case. And then another BMW 2002 we saw already in the case as well. What else do we have? Custom Kia EV6. That is a new for 2025 casting as well. We did see in our previous case, but that's the new one. And check it out. It's the main line to the Porsche 911 Rally. This is the main line to what would be the Super Treasure Hunt. I don't see the Super Treasure Hunt. I'm looking again. I don't think we got the Super Treasure Hunt in the case, but I can show you the Super Treasure Hunt at the end. I do have one in hand here. We got the Hot Roto as well, so we'll put that one aside. That's a new for 2025 casting. We've got the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR Liberty Walk, the tuned out variation. Big Air Bel Air, and another McLaren W1. Really like that W1. Looks really cool. Pretty neat. Can't wait to open it up. And we've got the Batmobile, followed by the Power Wheels Dune Racer, and the 68 Dodge Dart. Very nice. And what else do we got? Another one of those Ford Model A Custom 31. Right there, that is the new for 2025 casting, so two of those in this case as well. Diora 3 and an HW Formula Solar. All right, getting down to it here. What else do we have? Ooh, check it out. Chevy El Camino in a matte black. Wow, that is really cool looking. I really like that. That's a cool new recolor. We got the 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage and another one of these small blocks. And what else do we have here? Rapid Pulse, followed by the Optimus Prime. People are going crazy for this one in the aftermarket. And yeah, it's just basically a truck. It's kind of cool though. Optimus Prime, it's got the Optimus Prime logo on there. It is a new for 2025 casting as well. And another 67 Chevy C10, which we started this case with. What else do we have? Ooh, Purple Passion in a white recolor. Wow, that is a really cool recolor for that. I like that. Looks really good. 75 Chevy Blazer Custom we saw already, and the Custom 53 Cadillac we also saw. And our last three cars of the case before we look at the Super Treasure Hunt, we've got the Morgan Super 3, that's a recolor, Pixel Shaker, and the 71 Dodge Challenger. And let's have a look at the Super Treasure Hunt. I already had one, so this is the Super Treasure Hunt, which we did not get the new carded one in this case, but still it is pretty cool to have in hand, and it's going to be a popular one as it is a Porsche rally car. The Spectra Flame green paint job, you can see the TH logo right there for it to be a Super Treasure Hunt. And then we got our main line, which we did get in this case, and I'll put the Super right on top, and there you go. It's kind of a weird angled blister pack right here, so it doesn't like completely rest on the top right there. But if you want to see them side by side, hopefully I don't drop the Super. There we go. All right, so there you go. You can see the color variations. So the mainline variation's a darker green, and the Super Treasure Hunt's that Spectra Flame lighter green. But yeah, you can't be mistaken. The wheels are also completely different. I love these wheels on the Super. So definitely you can't miss this Super Treasure Hunt.
Today we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels G case. And yes, I've already unboxed a 25 Hot Wheels G case, but you know what? 2 is better than 1, so let's go ahead and unbox it. The regular treasure hunt for this case is Birthday Burner, and the super treasure hunt for this case is the Porsche 911 Rally. Hopefully we find one of these in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. And we'll start right at the top right here. We'll grab our first 3 out. And first up, we have the HW Ultimate T-Rex Transporter, followed by the 68 Dodge Dart, followed by the Monster High Galmobile. I've always pronounced that wrong, but there it is. And next up, we've got the Mine Cart, followed by the Small Block, and we've got the Salt Shaker.
And next up, we've got Custom 53 Cadillac. And we've got the Diora 3, followed by the Quick Bite. I really like the Quick Bite. Love the graphics on there. El Segundo, Hot Wheels, very cool looking one. And we'll put those aside. There we go. Next up, we've got the Hato Roto right there. And that is a new for 2025 casting. And you can see that new for 25 look right there on that little logo. And then we have the Pixel Shaker with the flames, the pixelated flames on the side, followed by the 92 Ford Mustang right there, the Fox body black with the red striping on there, the chrome wheels, Krager mags on there. Really, really nice looking. I like that. We'll put those aside. Next, we've got the 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage right there, followed by the Roger Dodger 2.0 in the nice whites. And we've got the Buns of Steel right there. All right. Well, let's see what else we got. We've got the Alpha Pursuit, followed by the 71 Dodge Challenger in orange. Really like the orange color on that. Then we have the Ford Model A Custom 31. That is a new for 2025 casting. There's the logo for it, and there is the casting itself. And it's got kind of this rustic design and kind of big looking slick.
Right now, you can get this, or even this for free if you use my link down below and sign up for Whatnot. Whatnot's a great platform to buy and sell Hot Wheels, as well as a bunch of other items. It's where I buy most of my Hot Wheels, and it's also the platform that I've switched to sell Hot Wheels. I absolutely love doing auctions and selling Hot Wheels. I've got 5 scheduled auctions upcoming, so go check out my link down below, bookmark my upcoming auctions, and use that credit, that $15, to get anything for free. It doesn't have to be from me, can be from anyone on the platform. It's an excellent way to get yourself started and check out Whatnot.
Let's see what else we got. We got the McLaren W1. That is a new for 2025 casting as well. There it is up close. Love that McLaren orange that they're releasing in for the first color of it. Very, very nice. That's a nice one. That's going to be racing down our track very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. We got the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR Liberty Walk, the tuned out variation, followed by the Batmobile from the Batman series. And we've got Mazda Miata MX-5. That one is from the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. Legends Tour winning car. There we go. And pretty cool looking car like that. We got the Datsun 240Z and the 75 Chevy Blazer Custom right there. Very cool. And what else is this? We got 67 Shelby GT500 from the Mustang 60 series. And we've got, it's the treasure hunt for the case. There it is, the regular treasure hunt. And we can see that because there is your treasure hunt logo just right there on the side. Very, very cool that we got that one, but cool looking. Nice to have the treasure hunt for the case. And then we also did pull out the 69 Mercury Cyclone as well. And we've got the Snoopy right there. That's an interesting one. Snoopy riding on the top right there. And that's followed by the DMC DeLorean and the 67 Chevy C10 pickup truck. Cool color way of that one. And we've got the 94 Audi Avant RS2, followed by the DMC DeLorean, another one of those, and the Jeep Gladiator, the 2020 Jeep Gladiator. That's the regular for what would be a Super Treasure Hunt from the previous case, but you can see it's just the mainline variation of that one. We'll put it aside. And then we've got, check it out, we've got Honda CB750 Cafe Racer. We've got the Amaru GTC. That is also a new for 2025 casting. There you go. And there is the 83 Chevy Silverado. Definitely a cool one from the case. There it is. Very nice. Love the color of that one. Silverado is getting super popular nowadays. Let's pull that down. And we'll go right up onto the top right here. And we'll see, what do we got? So we've got Diora 3, or is it Diora 3? Yeah, Diora 3. I thought I was going to do Diora 2, but it's Diora 3 for sure. We know that one. And then we got the small block and another one of these 71 Dodge Challengers. And we'll put those aside. We'll grab some more cars down here. What do we have? We've got another one of the Ford Model A 31 Customs right there. There you go. That new for 2025 casting. And there's another new for 2025 casting, the Optimus Prime. Very popular casting as of late. And we've got the HW Formula Solar right there. Awesome. And we'll pull these ones down. Ooh, we got a bent card, factory bent card. So sometimes they don't pack them properly and they come bent, but there you go. We got the 53 Custom Cadillac, followed by the 69 Dodge Dart and the Purple Passion in white. Very interesting colorway for that, but I like it. It's kind of got like purple mixed into it too. So that's kind of a cool colorway for that one. Very nice. And then we got the Rapid Pulse, followed by the Pixel Shaker and the Chevy El Camino. That's the Fast and Furious variation of the Chevy El Camino. We'll put that down. And we've got the Morgan Super 3, followed by the Power Wheels Dune Racer right there. That's a new color variation of that. And then we got another Batmobile. Awesome. And we've got the 76 Chevy Blazer Custom right there, followed by another one of the 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garages and another 67 Chevy C10 pickup truck. I'm liking that. Ooh, Dairy Delivery. I like this casting. This is a really cool one. Dairy Delivery, followed by the custom Kia EV6. Love the color of that. And that one is a new for 2025 casting as well. So that's a new one. Very cool. And Rapid Pulse right there. EMT written on the side of it of Rapid Pulse. Going down, we've got another one of the Hato Rotos, followed by another Amaru GTC. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly. It's kind of weird casting though. Amaru GTC. And then another one of the 67 Shelby GT500 Mustangs. All right. And we've got BMW 2002. Very cool. I like the colorway of that. That's cool. Another one of the 94 Audi Avant RS2s and the Crate Racer. Looks to be a new color variation of that one. Put that aside. And ooh, love that. Oh, how about that for two castings right there? Well, there's a Datsun. We'll pull that. We've already seen that one, but how about that? Look at the Nissan Skyline BCNR33. Look at the graphics on this one. HKS graphics on there. The white wheels, even the graphics on the front end of this one. Such a cool looking casting. Love that. Very, very nice. Nice to see that one. So that's a cool new recolor. And then we have the McLaren W1 again, another one of those ones. I love the W1. It's cool. It's cool. It's different for a new hypercar, but it's still really cool. We've got the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR Liberty Walk, followed by the Jeep Gladiator 20. And whoa, Super Treasure Hunt. Porsche 911 Rally. It is for sure a Super Treasure Hunt. You can see the tires on there, or the wheels on there, sorry, very, very clearly. That is a Super Treasure Hunt. TH logo right there on the side of it as well. That is the Super Treasure Hunt for the case. So we got the Super Treasure Hunt and we got the regular Treasure Hunt in this case. So that's rare that we get both of them. Very, very cool. The card's not like perfect, but hey, you know what? It's going in my collection anyways. Very cool that we got the Super Treasure Hunt in the 2025 Hot Wheels G case. In my second G case, my first one, I didn't get the Super in it. The second one, we got the Super. Awesome, awesome. Love to see that. We got 3 more cars left at the bottom right here. We have the Big Air Bel Air, followed by the 92 Ford Mustang and the 2018 Bentley Continental GT3. Check it out in that black color. Very, very cool. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below which was your favorite car in this case. You guys know which one's mine. Today we're unboxing the 2025 Hot Wheels H case. The regular treasure hunt for this case is Chill Mill, and the super treasure hunt for this case is the 71 Mustang Funny Car. Hopefully we find one of these in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. And we'll start right at the top right here and grab our first 3 cars down. And first up, we have the Ford Model A Custom 31, and this is a new for 2025, but we did see it in our previous case. You can see that new for 2025 logoing on there. Then we have the Porsche 911 Rally right there. This is the main line to what would be the Super Treasure Hunt from the previous case. And we have the Purple Passion in white with purple trim. I actually really like this color variation. I think it suits the car nicely, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got the Datsun 240Z right there, nice blue with white, followed by the Monster High Galmobile and the Small Block Taxi Edition right there. And up top, we've got another one of the Ford Model A 31 Customs, the Mine Cart, followed by the 2018 Bentley Continental GT3. Beautiful black and gold. I really like the colorway on that one. That one's good. And up top, we've got the Buns of Steel right there. Interesting looking casting, followed by the 83 Chevy Silverado. Cool colorway on that one, the light blue with the white. And then we have the HW Ultimate T-Rex Transporter right there. And next up, we've got the Crate Racer. Looks like a new colorway of that one, followed by the Disney Steamboat right there. And there's Mickey Mouse on the Disney Steamboat from the HW Screen Time series, followed by another one of the Ultimate T-Rex Transporters. We'll put those down. And we've got the Nissan Skyline GTR BCNR33. Love the HKS livery on that one. It's a beautiful looking one. We saw that one in the previous case, but happy to have another one. Then we have the Hollerback, and that is a new for 2025 casting right there. You can see that logoing. And let's have a look at that one. Looks like some sort of fantasy tow truck of some sort. It's kind of an interesting looking one with the numbering on the side and logoing right there. But that is a new for 2025. And then right after that, I had the Nerve Hammer, and that is a new color variation for the Nerve Hammer. And we've got Mattel Dreammobile. It's actually been a while since we saw a recolor of this one. We did see this one new a couple years ago, and that is a very, very nice red color on there. It's like a Spectra Flame red, and that's not very often you see a Spectra Flame paint job on a mainline unless it's a super. So that's kind of a cool colorway for that one. I like that. And then we have another one of the Datsun 240Zs and another Mine Cart right there. I'll put those aside. And that's a new for 2025 casting as well. Check it out, the Cone Shaker right there. So it's essentially a cone on top of a car, and it's got like the little see-through area for the eyes. That is definitely an interesting one. That's a cool fantasy casting for a new for 2025 car. I like that one. That's actually cool. Another new for 2025 casting right after that as well. The BMW 635 CSI. Check that one out. There's the logoing for new for 25. And there's the car itself. Wow, those wheels look really good on it. Like the livery on there. That's really cool. There it is from the back and on the front. And no stamping for that front grille or anything like that. But there's lots of graphics and stuff all around it. And yeah, like I said, those wheels, they look fantastic on it. That's really, really cool. And then right after, or right before that, we had the Dragon Wagon, which was right after. So we have, it's kind of an interesting colorway for that one, Dragon Wagon. All right, what else do we have down here? We've got the 67 Austin Mini Van right there. That is a new color variation of that, followed by the another new for 2025 casting. It is Decidedly Go, and this is a Magic 8-ball on here. And I don't know if anything moves on the 8-ball itself. Like, it sounds kind of shaky on there. We'll look on the back and we can see Xperia Motors, what is this? Something definitely moves on here or does something. We'll have to find out once we open up the casting and we can play with it and all that, but that'll be a future video. But there it is, Decidedly Go right there, new for 2025 casting. And right after that, we had the 1978 Little Red Express truck, not in red. That is a white with some colored trim on there, but we've seen many different color variations of that one after they released the actual red one. We got Draftinator, new colorway of that, followed by El Viento, and followed by a Batman and Robin Batmobile right there. All right. And we've got Punk Rod in a new color variation with the interesting wheels on the back of it, followed by another Nerve Hammer, and followed by the Big Air Bel Air in a new color variation of that one as well. And what else do we have down here? We've got the Supercharged, which looks like a funny car. It looks like some sort of Mustang funny car. It doesn't open up. That's a new color variation of it, though. And we have the 69 Mercury Cyclone, followed by the Honda CB750 Cafe motorbike right there. All right, next half of the case. And we'll see if we can get a super or a treasure hunt of some sort. We'll grab 3 total down here. So, ooh, look at the colorway of that Ford GT Borla exhaust on there. That is a really cool color variation. My buddy Rival Racer loves Ford GTs. He's gonna love that one right there. Followed by the Vanster and another McLaren W1. We got that in the previous case, but happy to have some extra of that. It's a really cool casting, so nice to have that one. And what else do we have up here? We've got Chevy El Camino in that matte black, and that one is from the Fast and Furious series right there. As you can see, we got the Batmobile, and we've got a Quick Bite in the nice El Segundo Fajitas. I like the Quick Bite. It's a cool colorway. We've seen lots of different variations of that one. 95 Mazda RX-7 Drift. I love the graphics and color on that, and the white wheels. That looks really good. Happy with that one. Very, very nice. The FDRX7 is really cool. Mazda MX-6 Miata, that's the Legends Tour car, but that is a recolor of it. We saw that one in our previous case as well as the Amaru GTC. That's a new for 2025 casting from the previous case though as well. So we'll put those aside, and we've got HW50 Concept, and that one came out in 2018 for the 50th anniversary of Hot Wheels, and every now and then we get some recolors of it, so there's another new one, followed by the 67 Shelby GT500 with the 6.7 on the side, and another one of those Honda CB750 Cafe motorbikes. And we'll go up to the top right here. Copra E-Racer, new color variation of that. That's a new for 2025 casting, but this is a recolor from the original one that we had earlier in the year for some of the earlier cases. We've got the 2019 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss LT. I've always liked this casting, and there's always like interesting colorways on here, especially that one. That one's nice. Look at the big Chevy logo on the back, the 1020 graphics on the side, BF Goodrich on there. That's really cool color variation. I like that. Punk Rod is our next one right there. We already got that, but we'll put that one aside. And we got Purple Passion, another one of those, another Big Air Bel Air, and another one of the HW50 Concepts. All right, going down to the lower half here, we got the Batmobile, another one of those Nissan GTR BCN R33s, followed by the Decidedly Go Again, new for 2025 casting, new to this case. And Giraffinator right there, another one of those, another 69 Mercury Cyclones, and another one of those really nice BMW 635 CSI. Like I said, the color variation of that, the black and gold just looks so good. I love cars with black and gold, so that's really cool. And we've got DMC DeLorean, followed by the Chevy El Camino, and another DMC DeLorean. Really cool colorway of that one. So there's those 3 right there. And, ooh, I've been looking forward to this one right here. This is a new for 2025 casting, the 96 Dodge Viper GTS. I love the Dodge Viper in real life, and the 96 with the blue with the white stripes is just such a classic car. I actually saw one in real life the other day, and it reminded me that it's coming in this case, and I really love that casting. So that's definitely a highlight for me in this case for sure. And then we have another one of the Monster High Galmobiles and a small block again as well. And getting down to the bottom right here, we've got the 67 Shelby GT500, followed by the 83 Chevy Silverado, and whoa, check it out. Super treasure hunt of the 71 Mustang funny car. Let's go. This is, if you guys saw my super treasure hunt video of all the 2025 supers, I rated this a 10 out of 10. It's my favorite so far for super treasure hunts of 2025. A beauty of a casting. I already have one loose. This is going to go into my sealed collection, and then we'll review it at the end of the year. But wow, excited, happy to get the super for the 2025 Hot Wheels H case. Check it out. Just a gorgeous one. Love the tires on there, the Goodyear on there. Beautiful. So happy that we got that one. That is awesome. And then the last 3 cars we got We've got the Mad Fast right there. We haven't seen that one for a while, so that's a new color variation. Mazda MX-5 Miata and the Porsche 911 Rally. And I'm going to quickly grab my favorite 2 cars from this case. You guys already know. I've already said. So we got the supercharged run of the 71 Mustang Funny Car and the 96 Dodge Viper GTS. What a fantastic case, guys. Comment down below your favorite car from this case.